All right, we're live.
Here they come. And just like that, we're over 200.
And climbing. That's awesome. I love watching this happen. Welcome and good morning, everyone. So I got something awesome to let you guys know, and lots of awesome things actually. And there is so much more coming, so much more that we're going to be adding to what we already have, and just everything. So I'm going to just give you guys a brief update. We had a great talk last night with the teachers. Our Brain Food Academy it's going. We are waiting any minute now. We're at any minute. We got some programming being fixed. You guys are going to be given your parents sign up links, and we're going to have a bunch more resources for you. Some video landing pages or videos for the landing pages, which are our offer pages. So we're going to be talking about that. But there is something that I found out yesterday. It's apparently been open for 10 months. I didn't know until yesterday. And I swear I don't know where I got this missed. I've been told it's coming. We got to figure this out. We're going to do this. We're going to figure it out. And then all of a sudden, I'm watching the leaderboards and I'm watching the announcements, and Australia is blowing up over in with Bella Vita. And I'm like, wait a second. I didn't know we could ship there yet. I didn't know that was up there, but apparently snaps have been available for 10 months. All the products are in Australia. And yeah, I'm looking around. Niall, we got to reach out to we had a bunch of Aussies at PBS who were waiting for stuff. They've had it for 10 months. So, and that being said, I'm just going to plant the seed on the whole DTCA side of things. The school education platform that we have is going to be something that we can promote in all sorts of countries, even though it's just a USA diploma. This is a huge solution for a lot of places, and having a diploma from the United States is almost, if not better, than the diplomas inside some of these countries. Like if you have a U.S. education, it goes a long ways. Okay, which says a lot. Okay, now we're going to be building our brand. We're going to be building the school. There's a lot of things coming forward to help us, and I'm just going to tell you that the conversations that I'm having day to day with colleagues that I've known for a long time, connections that I have, and their connections backing up Brain Food has been absolutely astronomical for me. Like there is so much watching what we're doing, where we're going with it, and how this can be a solution. And there's a lot of people that want to jump on board, and there's a lot of resources being offered. So I'm going to tell everybody this. I always ask Niall to bring this on. I know he's here, so I'll put him on the spot. It's something that Jim Rohn said, and you guys, it is so true and valid here. Niall, do you know what I'm talking about?
But I can guess. Those that stick around get paid.
That's exactly what it is. Okay, so let me explain something. Is that what you got, Stacy? Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys know what that really means. Okay, we have something magical in RRR247. No one else has this. We got this all built. We're just adding stuff all the time. We're adding opportunity. We're adding growth. We're bringing people in, and you know what? Yeah, we have people that leave, people that just quit on themselves. That's what they do. And you know what? All we can do is be that beacon of light, that support of hope. Tanny and I fund the marketing, guys. Like we're not just praying for people's success. We're praying, manifesting, and providing resources, God-given resources to make this better. We're adding more and more, and we have this amazing compensation structure, this binary compensation structure that guys, I absolutely love it. I think it's the most equitable, fair, best practice direction to reward people, and it's been working for RRR247 tremendously, right? No one can just get a free ride. Everybody's got to do some effort. And it's balanced out. And the more you balance and the more you build, the more you grow, the more you get paid. The more you help others duplicate, the more you get paid. You literally earn your worth. You create your worth and get paid based on that. Okay. So, and It also helps rise the community up. It does everything we need it to do. All right. And I'm going to talk a little bit about compensation plans because I know a lot of people don't know it. Another detail that I've been around it so long. Would you create a compensation plan? And I don't care if you're a business, a corporation, and you're doing it the old, well, I will call it the traditional way. I think it's broken. I can prove it's broken, but you got to decide how you're going to pay your people, right? How are you going to pay the labor force? How are you going to pay for that cost of your goods or your services, whatever that is? And in the corporate world, it's literally upside down, right? Everybody's trying to leverage and build wealth without doing the work. This is my opinion. I've lived in it. I've seen it, right? So you got the corporate guys up top, the shareholders, if it's a public company, and the profits and everything is to please them for investing in this to get it going. That's fine. But then you have then you got your top level, right? You got your corporate structure, your presidents, CEOs, COOs, controllers, all these guys, and they usually get the bigger salaries. Then you got management, you got senior management, middle management, lower management, and then you have the guys that do the actual work with the customers at the very bottom, making peanuts. That's typically a corporate structure. I've never seen a corporate structure where the guys that do all the work down here make more money than the corporate officers. I've never seen it. They control all the work. Okay. Now there's a lot of oversight. There's a lot of redundancies, multiple redundancies, typically where, and I've been in there as an owner, as a vendor, as, working in this thing, and I've watched and analyzed how much labor waste is there. And to me, the problem with labor waste is 2 people are losing, if not 3, and their families. So the company's losing because they're paying money to have something done, and that person just is wasting the money away. It's an integrity thing for me anyway. The other thing is, if he's not really contributing, his God-given talents aren't being used what they should be used. He could be doing something different. That's a loss too. That's an opportunity lost, right? And it's all about having that purpose. And then the other thing that loses is the people that are actually doing the work don't have funds to get paid because that middle management person typically, or higher management, is getting all the wasted money there for that position. And this is usually, they'll have people come in. I did in my companies come and analyze my business top to toe, head to toe, tell me where we're wasting money. And it was always shocking how much labor we were wasting. And when you add it up over the course of a year, it's tremendous. It's tremendous, right? And you're better off to hire the right people and pay them more than have a bunch of people that are wasting time, because of it's the effect. Not to mention we're human, and they're taken away from effective people all the time. They're like a virus in the business. Okay, now I'm going corporate structure. I'm going deep on this, but what we have here, people get paid their worth. You show up, we show up. The more we show up and build together, the more we earn together. Okay, well, we add Brain Food Academy, and we set up an amazing structure for teachers to get paid based on the students that are in there that we're all helping bring in. We make more money, more students we bring in. Teachers make more money, teach the students they have to teach, and they're teaching students that like them as a teacher, that have chosen them as a teacher. We've balanced out this whole situation of waste and waste potential. That's how I see it. Because if a student's happy with the teacher, they're going to learn better. If a person's happy in the organization they're building, we're all going to do better. And because it's such a volunteer direction, no one's just getting paid to be there. They're getting paid to perform. It's all performance based. And so if we just hone in the skills with everybody, we can gain more. Okay, now this is something I saw as the only way to progress and actually conquer and be more competitive and keep the best, keep the best of the best with you, keep experts around, is paying people their worth. When people can earn what they're worth, they usually don't leave. They're usually happier. Resentments are built, and they start with a seed of oversight, or I'm being stepped on, or they're taking credit for what I worked my butt off for, and they're getting all that stuff. And I've done this. The little seeds create more and more resentment, and it deteriorates the relationship, even inside of a workforce. All these can be avoided if you just do it right. And my version of do it right, or what I've just is what we do here at RRR247 is we rise everybody up. We're constantly building people up, showing them how to do this stuff, investing in them, time, energy. I mean, constantly. All right. I can tell you guys by the time Friday hits every week, if you guys ever want to see Rory when he's not full of energy, it's Friday night. I hit a wall every Friday night. I give everything I can. Friday night, I got to recharge. Tanya and I don't go out Friday night. Last night was, Tanya had to take care of something. So I was here. I cooked myself dinner. I do know how to cook, right? I cooked myself dinner and I literally meditated and I passed out and it wasn't even 10 o'clock yet. It was like, that's really early for me to go to bed. Now I jumped out of bed at 6 a.m., jumped on my meetings, got ready for this. And I was so excited to roll out some stuff today. But Saturday is when I really start. If every day, like when you work for yourself, every day is what you want it to be. There's no Mondays. I don't have any dreaded days, but I know Friday we're pushing a lot of things. You got a lot of people that Friday's their end of the week work week. And so I try to push with everybody. I have late night meetings, and it goes as long as I can go. There's, and I'm done. I'm exhausted. I've given it all on the field. And I got to recharge for Saturday. Then I come here and I'm ready to go. Saturday is awesome. And I just want to reflect on this. It's like, every day is great when you work for yourself because you get to make things happen. And I don't have to worry about, oh, I got to deal with so-and-so tomorrow because they're not doing things right. I don't have to worry about that here. Everything's just, hey, we got to make things better. There's always growth. There's always people to talk to make it better. Right. And there's always, there's every now and then somebody gets in a little bit of a frantic mode because things aren't working the way they thought it was supposed to work. And it's just a conversation. Maybe we have to make a protocol change. To me, it's all easy peasy, nothing to stress about. All right. Now the stresses come on the lead side, generating the leads, the lead budgets. That's my stress that I shield you guys pretty much all from, except for Goya, because I need them to run the house, do a great job on the refunds, do a great job to explain what we're doing, run our business, right? And what I like about it is the people that here talk to the customer or the student, that's our customer, right? That they have the ability to get paid the most because they get to grow this and expand it. I've tipped the corporate triangle upside down, put it right on its head. And we're able to do that because of these compensation structures. We're able to do it because of the way the binary system is structured. And we're able to do it because we fund the marketing and we give it to those that are going to show up. We tipped it and it's working so great. Now we're doing it in education. Watch what's going to happen. And you guys, these aren't things that are going to happen on Tuesday because we started on Monday. It's going to take years to get out there. Remember, we still got to market this thing. It's not going to sell itself. It's the best solution. And, we're going to have some bugs to work out the first 2 years. We're doing things that nobody else has done. We're doing things, everybody's at the top. But you guys, we put stuff in place that are, hey, based on our experience, our entrepreneurism, and our expertise in all these fields of decades of experience. I mean, Peter's got decades of programming experience and setting LMSs up, learning management systems. We don't call it that. We just call it our dashboard. But all these things, we have all these experts in it. And then the teaching, the techniques, the passion behind the curriculum. We have such an amazing team putting this stuff together. And we are going to have some bugs. Of course you are. But we overcome everything here. And I'm hoping we can break some things to fix them, because that's always kind of, it's actually getting entertaining now. But you guys, it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And that we don't just start something and let it fall. We just pound into it. I'll gamble on myself every single time. I'll gamble on RRR247 every single time. We show up, we do the stuff, right? And what we got going on here is an amazing thing. And a lot of people haven't been around anything that's, grown, but, we don't just have one thing that's doing that. Okay. We have many. We have multiple streams of income. Everything is circularly connected. The sooner you understand that and see it and realize it, you'll understand why we created things the way we did, why the PBS is the center core of everything that we do. All right. I'm going to And I'm going deep on this. I need you guys to understand it though. What we have is special and it's catching on. Those who stick around will get paid. We're going to have big organizations come in on the education, and that's going to be feeding the DTC downline. Think about all those people in between. Like, guys, I got people that have quit that have literally hundreds of thousands of volume on one side, and they just don't get it. They don't understand. And I promise you, they didn't go to a better place. They went and did what they did, and they're losing on the opportunity because they weren't willing to show up for them and work in a different path that wasn't a 9 to 5. They didn't like the structure of freedom that this is. They didn't understand it. You know, and there's a lot of people that like to ride and sift and coast. And you know, we have a place for that too. They just don't get paid until they actually become more of an active. You know, spectators can have fun here, and that's great. And some can make a little bit as they go along. But those that really want to push and put effort in, they get their worth, as opposed to corporate America. You know, I remember my first job. I like this story because it reminds me why I like it literally. There's something about it. Now, you got to remember, I'll put some perspective in here. This is before I was actually being mentored by Richard Davidson. So just before that, he set me up on a whole different structure and understanding, and doors opened up and things went from there. But I'm working for this company, and they are second from the bottom in the entire state of Utah in average ticket, and which is, you know, the average of the customer buys, right? They had very, very few upsells, and they had very, very almost non-existent addition sales, like not just the upsells, but you know, add-on sales. All right. And I remember this because when I went and started studying with Jim Rohn and doing the tours and stuff with him, I heard him say stuff that just made absolute sense to what I'm going to talk about. Right. And there's a manager at the time, and his name is Tom. I won't say his last name. It's probably, you know, the stories I could tell about Tom. But Tom, you know, he was educated, and you know, he always said his numbers are low because of the area. The area, it's the people in this area. It's this, it's that, it's this, it's that. It had nothing to do with, he wasn't busting his ass and motivating people to push for the sales. He wasn't driving that side. And every business has a marketing side to it. Every business, every hospital, everything has marketing tied to it. In case you guys don't know that, marketing does make the world go round. Without it, nothing happens. Okay, so I'm doing this. I'm there now. I'm a born salesperson. I got the silver tongue. I have the understanding. I know how to ask the questions, how to direct, you know, the situation. It's natural. And so I see the numbers there, and I'm like, you know what? This looks easy to me. You guys, I had no fear. No one could tell me I couldn't do anything, because anything I set my mind to, I just did. I would just go do it. I just had this incredible drive, and I still do. Right. So I get on the phones, and I take care of. I'm just doing inbound sales. I'm doing direct when they come in sales, and I literally, you know, and I'm not supposed to be working more than, like, because I'm young, I'm not supposed to be working more than like 25 hours a week. I'm working like 80 because the numbers are screaming up. Okay. I'm getting upsells on almost every single person I talk to. And we went from number 2 on the bottom to number 2 in the state, so bottom last to number 2 in the state. There was one other outfit out in Sandy, and they had a great community, and I just couldn't get a hold of their higher tickets because they had big orders coming all the time, and that was the only one I couldn't beat. And I got super close at the time I went and did this. So I go to Tom, and I'm like, Tom, I know this is because of me. I've raised all this stuff up here. Tom's going to Maui. Tom's getting trips and incentives. And I go and I say, okay, I let him get his due. And I said, hey, I want to get a raise. I think I'm worth this much money. And he told me he couldn't raise me because of my position. The most he could pay me is what I'm getting paid. And when I turn 18, and that's several years down the road, by the way, when I turn 18, he can make me a manager and I can get paid more. I all of a sudden realized no matter what I did, that corporate structure that was under this company and all the other companies like it was never going to let me.
Honey, you need to get on this call, babe.
It's never going to let me achieve what I want to achieve and get paid my worth. I have to do it on my own. And that's when I switched and went to my printing business versus this path that I thought I could be like a corporate guy. Because they paint a picture to you like you can run your own shop, you can have all this, you can have all that. And by the way, when I found out what the top person made in that position, I wanted to, actually I did. I'm pretty sure I puked. It was like, they make it sound so glorious. I want to be a millionaire. I'm going to be a millionaire. And this isn't my path. And using my skill sets isn't where it's going to happen there either. And that's something that was very revolutionary for my path of life, because I'm like, corporate's not going to work this way. Because I thought I'd have this corporate job. I did the printing on the side. I had a couple other business things that I did. And I dove into printing, and they said, well, I can go sell as much printing as I want and I'll make more money. Like, why would I ever want to work under corporate guys? And so I did, and it set up the course. That was the only job I've ever had. I after that, I never wanted to be in that corporate thing. And Tom, thank you, Tom, for explaining to me how no matter what I do, I can't get paid more because of the structure of the company. Thank you so much for showing me that. Right. And that's how it is pretty much in most of the world, in the working world as of today in 2023. I'm going to tell you the way we're doing things with, obviously with our affiliate marketing and the stuff that we do here, and what we're doing with education, and I don't know what we're going to tackle next, big. We have the resources to do it though. We have an amazing community, and we got experts in education running that. We just got to market it and build, and then we'll add and adult education. And, education's a major thing. But you guys, we're building a huge organization that can handle a lot of things. We still got a bunch of things happening in like other big areas in the world, insurance, legal, a lot of things that you guys heard me talk about before. Things are coming together. I just had a long, huge lunch meeting with John Swallow, with Peter Bradford, with two other attorneys that work with John, and a direction we're going. And we're going to be bringing other things on there. And these are going to be great for our community, great for additional income and revenue streams on what we're already set and doing. DTCA, guys, is huge. It's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. The wine awareness is massive. And by the way, when we do the DTCA hour, you guys got to pay attention. We made a massive change. It's going to help even, sometimes we made a massive change and I can't even take credit for it. I don't want to take credit for it because it was oh my gosh, Darlena Stevens and Andy. And I'm just going to say, guys, I'm so like, it was like, hey, guys, we have a problem. We're on the MSIs. We have this problem. Here's how we're going to solve it. And all of a sudden they're like, well, why don't you just do this? And we're like, well, we can do that. And so we just did that. And that's what you guys are going to see. It was a magical moment. But sometimes just the little tweaks makes that next thing happen or a bigger thing happen, right? Sometimes just the color scheme of a corporate logo makes a big difference. I mean, there's little things in marketing that make a difference. And I think this might actually add to a lot of things going forward, and set some things up. And I was looking at what the repercussions of this are. And I'm pretty sure it just means more business, as it should. And you guys don't even know what's happening. And you're going to know, you guys are going to know as of like next month, some changes. You're going to start seeing, some little tweaks happening in our wine business, little tweaks. Some of them not so little, we're preparing because obviously we got our event coming up in October, and that's going to be a awesome unveiling. Okay. And we've been structuring and working on it. I'll tell you some of the stuff that's there. So I'll let a little cat out of the bag because we're working on it. The corporate SEO. All right, you guys, we got a partner with Daniel out in Australia. He and I have been working for a long time together, ever since I was 19. And he's like I am with Niall. You find somebody that just becomes in your circle, you're Daniel's been there. I mean, Niall's met Daniel before. I mean, Daniel's a part of the family. Sarah and Daniel and their kids, they're part of our family. They have been since I was 19. You know, Tanya, I went out there to their wedding. I was the best man at his wedding. His kids know me way awesomely well. I used to go out there a couple times a year. Thanks to COVID, I've stopped. Now we're going to start doing that again. But you guys, there is a wealth of understanding in search engine optimization. And Daniel and I have been putting this plan together, and now we've changed courses on this whole branding, and we're going to discuss this in October. However, what it means is way more corporate exposure on our labels and what the Wine of the Month Club presents and things. And you guys, we're well established now, right? And imagery and everything else is just going to be increasing. So I'm going to I need to pick somebody here. I'm gonna show you guys something we're gonna do. So I need to pick somebody. Let's see. Who is the latest person to get Google AdSense? Who got Google AdSense approved this week? Raise your hand. I know we have people there. I know. Let's see if they're on here. Let's see. Okay, how about in July? If you got Google AdSense in July, raise your hand. Oh, come on. I know we have more. I saw our points. How about this?
We've got James Anthony. We know he got Google AdSense in.
I've seen the reports. I know they're there. This like someone's being quiet. Someone's snoozing on me. I'm gonna do something crazy. Who has it? Is James in here?
Yes.
Okay, James, you're not speaking up, but you know what? You got somebody speaking for you. So hold on.
It does not pay to be shy.
No, speak up. Okay. We'll see how long Trello takes to move. I see, there we go. And James, you've been with us for a while. You're a VIP elite, which is, we have very few of those. So I even feel even better about this. Okay. Okay, so I need to do one more thing.
And Rory, just to let you know, James is one of our most consistent attendees to our Sunday study hall.
Study halls. Yeah. Well, I'm going to pull this up. So I'm in your, you know, my OCD is kicking in. I'm going to do your updates for you. I think these happened yesterday. So I know you've been in it. These just came up. It's the usual stuff. Yoast is always updating. Renee chat's here. Okay, we'll wait.
People usually ask or want to know. We got good reports on the 6.2.2 update.
It's working great. I've been abusing the heck out of it. So let me check something.
Always good to know.
Okay, perfect. Now, so James, I'm gonna come look at your system for a second. Let's see if James, Paul, let's see, hold on. James Anthony, I'm actually gonna make you a co-host for right now. If you want to unmute and communicate with me while I do that, that would be awesome.
Okay.
There you are. Okay, James. So let's check this out. No, I don't see the Google ads running. I see the placements for it. Have we seen ads on here already? You just got approval. Where are we at with this?
Well, I got a message back saying that I gotta add more words to some of my stuff before they'll okay it.
Okay, awesome. Can I see it? Did you get an email or was it in the internal system?
It was in my Google Accent email. Or
Oh.
whatever.
Oh wait, could you do you mind pulling up the email? And then I'll have you share your screen. I just want to see the email.
Let's see if I can find it. Let's see.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna go look at your widgets, make sure everything looks proper. Go back.
Yeah, I gotta need some things. That's what it says on there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have you share your screen. We're gonna break this down. Yeah, you got everything placed properly. So let me okay, so let me have you share your screen. Hold on. Okay, can you share your screen and just show that email only?
Well, it's my Google Accent. So
Yeah, that's fine. This is something good if you don't mind sharing that people can see because this is very common. But I want to see exactly what it is because based on my experience, I know what we need to do. And what I'm going to do here is probably going to help that.
okay.
So
So what do I do next to get that up so you see it?
hit share screen down below on the Zoom. You're a co-host. So now you can see share screen on the bottom.
There's the, yep,
And then you select your screen and hit share.
bingo. How's that? Did that work?
It's coming. It just takes a sec. Okay.
We see it.
So, all right, you need to fix some things. So go ahead and click, let's go ahead and hit fix now. We found some policy violations. Let's check this out. Okay, scroll down. Okay. Thin content, quality guidelines, content requirements. Make sure your site has unique, highly quality content and good user experience. All right. So today is going to turn into me doing a page for you. But I also, when we get done with this, James, I'll give you a list of stuff to do. And whenever that's done, you'll just come down here. I confirm to fix the issues and request review. Now I'm going to go look at your, I know what this means. So now we're going to look at your system. So I'll take over the share. Thank you for showing this to me. But when we fix it, you'll click this and hit request review. And then now that I'm involved, James, here's the problem. I need to know it worked. So if they send you anything back, you got to get me involved because when I step in, I make sure I complete it. It's that control freak in me.
Okay.
Okay. So thanks for showing me that. So now I'm going to tell you what that pretty much means. There's a couple of things we got to go look for on your site, and we're going to add some more teacher stuff, which will be some more quality content. All right. So let's do this. Okay, so on your site right now, first thing I'm going to look at is make sure your navigation is correct. You don't have the education stuff in here, and your travel doesn't have a drop down. Your computers and internet doesn't have a drop down. So if we're doing a category, they need to have things in them, or it doesn't make sense. That's the first thing I noticed too. That's great. Your posts look fine. I don't think there's an issue with that per se, and you have original content. So we got affiliate disclosures, contact us. All right, and I'm gonna do one thing on here. We're gonna get rid of that one. We're gonna add another one. And I noticed in your back office this is red. We got to figure out what's wrong. So hold on. Media library. You may not have it in here. So let's see. Let's upload it. We'll put the new logo in. We're gonna go to medium and 50%. And this one, we're gonna have it. I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna give you the top toolbar. It's way easier to use. So you click on an image, then you're gonna go up here. I'm gonna go up here and we're gonna type in PBS. You have one, perfect. All right. All right, so that's done. You can reback this up. I just made a change on that logo.
Okay,
Everything else seemed okay. Now I'm gonna go look at you know, the education stuff we really should add in, and I was gonna do that anyway, so we'll do that in a second. Arts and entertainment. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna tell you what the problem is, and you got to fix this.
okay,
And it's in all of them so far. All right, so it may be really simple. You've done a great job, but you've done too much. You did too much.
oh,
So I'm gonna pull up mine. I'll pull up Rory3.com because I should be in the WP admin. Good. And I have like every Google ad possibility. I've been testing a bunch of things. They actually get pretty crazy how many ads they put up. But anyway, I'm gonna go here to my oh, I meant to visit the site. I'm gonna go to the left. They push this down. But I'm gonna come down here. I'm gonna look at my arts and entertainment. And I got enjoy the arts, entertainment, fun, right? I've got three things, and you know, there's a clickable link, couple of sentences about what it's about, clickable link. Next one, based on alphabetization, entertainment, couple sentences, this, right? And then I don't actually have wine magic on mine because I'm testing something, but I have this. Then I have a couple sentences in that, right? Do you see how this is? And then I have a paragraph on the top, a paragraph on the bottom. Do you see that?
yeah,
Okay, it's clearly an index. It's clearly come here and choose where you want to go. Yours has that, but then you throw these things in the middle that makes it more salesy, and you're adding stuff to it that changes it from being an index to being more of a sales page. You just lost Google there. They want easy navigation. They don't want it to be stifled. They want the user experience and navigation to be flawless. So when you have stuff like this, and you put like this here, and then you put this down below, and H is not alphabetized.
uh-huh,
You just destroyed the whole process of the navigation.
okay,
So it's got to be A to Z. You can't have things in the middle, and it's just got to be an index. And then you got a broken picture on here, which can happen. And so like I'm going to show you how to edit this page, and you know if I change it here, you got to change it on all things beauty and cosmetics too, right?
right,
Okay. So this is great. This has got to go. And C and T, that's great. Y, great. We need to get another image in there. We'll work on that in just a second. And then you have this right here, and this learn more. This right here, and we gotta take this out. Like we're getting salesy. So you turn it to an offer page,
okay,
basically. Does that make sense?
yeah,
So this HIJK. That there is great. You don't need another image. You know, these should, you know, these are a lot of these things are there, but you know, then it's here. And having more sentences down here at the bottom is okay because it's paragraph, index, and then paragraphs. If you want to go longer on there, it's a little overkill, but you're okay. Just by rearranging that, we fix this one. Does that make sense?
yep, because I was going for getting more words. And 'cause some-
Well,
Well,
yeah, you may not need that many words in it after all.
okay,
right? You did the right thing by clickable link, couple sentences. You did all that. It's just you got rid of the alphabetization, and you started making it like a sales page. It needs to look like an index. No promotion on each one. Like the wording in between can't do that. Make sense?
Yep.
Okay, so now we're going to go here. I'm going to go to visit your site. Beauty and cos. I just did beauty and cosmetics, arts and entertainment. See this one. I'm going to do this one for you too. So you got that. You got this. Like this right here. It doesn't make any sense to have this
Okay.
unless you reword it. Like, what are the arts of choice? You don't have a clickable link after it. You see, it looks like it's out of place for what we need to have in here. So like we have this, great. Then we go EWWHI, you got that, great. And then down here we're arts and dining. We have A's down here now.
Yep.
So this one I'm gonna actually take up. And where does it go? Savings Highway Global. So you're sending it to a link, not an offer page. This is not a sales page, right? So everybody, this is not an offer page. Offer pages go from the offer page to the offer. This is an index page that goes from the index or the category page to an offer page, not away from us. It's sharing the navigation of what we have to offer on our system. Does that make sense?
Yep.
James, does that make sense?
Yep.
So you can have arts and dining, and you can have it go to your Savings Highway Global, the page you did, your savings and benefits. If you did that page, you can have it go there. And then do a call to action. And that fixes that issue pretty much. Now, you probably want to say one more thing in here just because it's a little short. So that's how we add that there. We got this one there. We got this one, and this one was your arts of choice. And you're taking the SHG, so you created it. Is that a different page than this one? It's the same page. SHG savings and benefits. So if you're using the means, by the way, you want to have / savings. You want to have a page as that. But
Yeah.
if that's fine, what your art of choice? And that one you have the right idea. Oh, and this one says what's your art of choice. So this, and then you got wine magic. Yeah, so like you made this, like we could probably get rid of this because this is like almost overkill.
Okay.
Let's just do that. Let's get rid of that. And see, and then you have like a sales thing on the wine magic, which I'm gonna X this. You have some great verbiage in here. You might want to just rearrange it, and it might be too much. You okay if I make some changes,
Okay.
additional ones? Okay, so here we got a spacing issue. You don't want to double space and be a typewriter person like me. So make sure and that's the one I really saw that on. I'm gonna let's see. I like how you say this. I'm gonna borrow this and just put it, I'm just gonna put that there. We can bump that up there. See, I got rid of all that. We don't need all that on there. We're still way green. See that?
Yep,
This is fine. And I'll hit update. And that corrected this one. All right. You get the gist?
yep.
Okay. So, and I'm sure your other ones are probably just, yep, same thing. See, you added stuff. You went too far and above. It just needs to be an index. So paragraph on the top, paragraph on the bottom, alphabetized, organized items with a clickable link, couple of sentences, a few sentences, I should say, clickable link, and then the next one. This right here, not needed. This is not where we sell it. We sell it on the offer page. Does that make sense?
Yep,
Okay. You don't have education.
I got
Have
one
you
written up.
created-
I haven't put it in.
Okay, fantastic. We're gonna do, and then computers and internet. You got free Bitcoin, work from home, WP starter guide. Yeah, you've been with us for a bit, but you don't have any drop downs, and that's not okay. So we're gonna go to the dashboard. You have to have at least one, and you don't have all things. So we go look at that again. And this is good for everybody to see. This is really good. So I'm glad we're doing this. All things, all things, all things, all things. So all things computers and internet should have been there too, and it's not. And all things travel should have been there as well. So let's go to your dashboard and see what you have for that. And you got to be consistent all the way through.
Yeah,
So it looks like you don't have an all things page for computers and internet. How about travel? Okay, well, we definitely got to fix that. And then we also got to add to it too. So travel. There's your all things travel right there. At least there's one thing under that. We should put something else in there too. I'll come look at that. And then computers, internet. There's all things blockchain. No, all things computer and internet. I'm gonna save your menu. I'm gonna open up a new one, a new tab. I'm gonna go to computers and internet. Okay, I'm gonna fix this one too. I'm gonna come here. We're gonna do a new page. And you need to back these up as well, right?
okay,
Copy there. Slug. It's not gonna like that. Okay, I just gave you some more original on that. So there's computers and internet. And this is interesting. I don't like that HTML format you have in there. We're gonna get rid of that, okay?
Okay,
I actually don't even know how you got it in there, but I mean,
near
you've been
to-
here a long time. You you wrote it in HTML, I think is what happened, but I'm just gonna delete it. So we have this free Bitcoin WOP. You did good on that. There's your homeschooling page. I love that one. This actually is fine. You have a little bit of stuff down here, but that one should be totally good. I was gonna wait for it to finish updating. I need to say all things here. This you got to bold, so you got to unbold it because it gives you the opposite effect. We have spacing issues. Which is probably, I mean, you've been here a long time. You've inherited some of the stuff that I did, which is this spacing issue too.
I can go back and change them when I find them.
Yeah, and yeah, you want to. All right, so I was gonna do all things. We gotta say all things. All right, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna hit update. Good. I'm gonna hit the three dots, code editor, click in here, Control A, Control C, and update. And I'm just gonna say one thing, like, check your free Bitcoin. You might want to restate this a little bit more.
Oh,
There's no space. You might want to I'm just saying that reading it, you might want to. But let's go here. We're gonna paste this. I'm gonna fix those same things that I just did. I don't want to copy it over. I can just do that real quick. It doesn't like something. SEO, key phrase density, image key phrase. That's all we had to change. That's nice. So you have it. You have in all things computers and internet.
yeah,
It just didn't come up in the search. So I'm gonna go to this. All things. Could be a draft. It could be somewhere else. It's funny because it's not showing up in here at all. Oh, this is mine. I don't want to say this. Let's see, hold on. um, this is all me. Hold on. I was in mine. Hold on. This is yours. That's yeah. I'm like, this doesn't make sense. All right, so we're gonna go to the next hour, and then James, I'm gonna be we'll do the next hour. Then I'm gonna show everybody what we're gonna focus on for Australia. I'm gonna build a page for you, and then you're gonna need to market it, which is gonna help you with this too.
Okay,
Um, so you didn't have the page. I was chasing it. Oh my gosh. All right, hold on. I'm gonna switch that to draft. I'm gonna come here, paste that, publish that, come here, click on that, click on this, go to sorry, appearance, venues, all things, computers. Oops. Okay. I'm gonna stop